Hello, everybody. It's Friday. Thank goodness for that. Yay. I am adjusting my camera just a hair. Okay. So, as always, this is our lunch and our chat. And if you're new here, welcome. We go live.
Hello, everybody.
And
It's Friday.
Hey Pam, hey Judy, hey Lisa. We go live every Tuesday at 1 o'clock, as long as I'm not at a show. And we're going to do some stuff. So, yeah, let's get into it. I think we're going to color this cute little dog from Where Hope Blooms. Well, I know so because I've already cut it out. And then we're going to use one of these sentiments from My Best Friend. And speaking of My Best Friend, I would really like to know where my glasses are so I can actually see the color. Okay, well, this is going to be a special coloring today. Let's do it. Yeah, and you know what the sad thing is I had all this stuff ready to go. So it wasn't even like this wasn't planned. Like, I knew I was going live, you know? Whatever. So we've got the Been Missing You, You're in My Thoughts, Thanks for Being My Best Friend, and then we've got these cute little rabbit and butterfly, the cat with the, here, let's take this out. The rabbit with the, the cat with the ladybug, rabbit with Happy Meal, this big ladybug, these birds, the dog, where hope blooms, so does hope. Where flowers bloom, so does hope. So the reason we're not using that sentiment is because it's not going to go with my card today. So one thing we're going to do is make a little scene. And we're going to start off by using one of my cloud stencils from my stash. Hi, Justine. I didn't see you jump on here. So do you guys see this? This is my new glue pin that I made. It's a starfish with lots of sparkle. So, anyway, I just thought I'd share that I got a little crafty besides paper crafting. So what are you saying? Versifying Claire, love. Hi, Jana. That's what Lisa said. Hi, Jana. So anyway, we are going to make a landscape card, and I'm going to use Distress Oxide or Distress inks this time. And I think on Tuesday we used Distress inks too. And I think in my mind the reason we're gonna do that is because I haven't used Distress inks in a very long time, and sometimes I think it's time to give our stash some love. I'm trying to find my new blue. Oh. I have a feeling this was used to use on oxides, but I think it's only been used once. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to use my favorite color for clouds, which is Tumbled Glass. Pam, I might be able to help you out with that. So, and I don't know if you've ever seen this, Pam, but we also have the glue holder. Cupcake glue holder, and it holds that, there's like a stopper in there to keep it from falling out, and then your pin, that's a magnet. So we've got more than one way not to lose a pin. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it today. Now we're going to get to the inking. You guys have seen this stencil before. It is my Hey Nerdy. It's my favorite stencil. In fact, I love it so much I have two of them because I lost this one at one point and I legit bought one. So those cupcakes, we've got them in pink and teal, we've got it in a red and white, and we've got it in teal and purple. They all come with a red heart, though. That's a magnet. So Lots of things to choose from. Now, normally I don't go all the way down to the ground with my stencils because I usually, put some grass in, but we're going to make our own grass here in a few minutes. So I usually use my VersaFine Clear because I see Lisa talking a lot about that right now in the chat. I use my VersaFine Clear more for my sentiments than anything else. And if you guys don't have a favorite cloud stencil, you can always tear paper and you can make your own stencil so you don't have to do all of this stuff. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is, we've got the inks out. First I'm going to wipe off my glass mat. And we've got some grass layers here. So this is a hillside and then we've got some grass. And we're going to do something a little bit different. These are cloud dies, but we're going to make them look like a tree. All right, that's my goal. So let's get the green out, the green brush. And I'm just adding some mowed lawn to the top. Just to give some dimension. Hey, Betsy. Did I say hi to you? Hi, Joy. Hi, everyone. Okay, yeah. So I've had a customer ask me yesterday, can you tell me when you're going to go live? So in case you didn't know, I go live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern and on Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern if I don't have a show. If I have a show, then it's canceled. And I put that on Facebook, I put it on Instagram, I put it on TikTok, I put it in the newsletters. I mean, short of a flying pigeon, I put it out there. But also, there is a Google Calendar under the community tab. You do have to accept the cookies, and all you're accepting is saying that you're okay looking at my calendar. So that way you will always know what Pajama Crafter Stamps is doing. So now these are the clouds, and we're going to use this as a bush or as a tree. And I'm just adding some dimension. To this, and we don't have to get a really good blend because, when you look at a tree, it's not perfect. But I really like taking a spring color green and then adding mowed lawn to it because it just gives it a little bit of depth dimension, but it still keeps it nice and summery. Oh wait, can I get pigeon messages from you? Oh, you're so funny, Jana. I'll be honest with you, there are people who would like me to do that. I mean, we can always give you a cockatoo message. Because she's going to make a debut any minute with her screaming. So, alright. That was the inking. Now, since that's a dye ink, it really probably does not need a whole lot of dry time. I really wish I had my glasses, you guys. And I really wish I knew what room they were in. Because if it was the room next door, I would say, hey, hold on a minute, I'm going to go get my glasses. But I have a feeling they're downstairs. Or in the bathroom or, somewhere. So I'm getting out a piece of good old craft paper. And we're going to color this sweet little dog. And I think we're going to try to make him... He doesn't quite look like a corgi, but we're going to make it kind of giving those colors a little bit. So I think I'm gonna do like E95, 97, 99. You need to have glasses in every... Girl, I have like 6 pair of reading glasses. I'm not kidding. And for whatever reason, they end up everywhere, but they're in my purse, they're in my jacket, they're in my backpack, they're in my car, they're in at least 3 rooms. What was really funny is I found a new pair of reading glasses down on the counter, and I'm just thinking, but they were a different strength. I think Sean bought a pair for himself. So I am going to give maybe a little bit here. This is the E97. Up around the nose. I'm going to give a little bit more here with the 99. I'm going to give a little bit there. Your husband uses yours. Yeah. He I don't know what his vision is, but it's the opposite of mine. And what's funny about mine is I had a cataract, so my left eye has perfect vision and my right eye sucks. So I have like a depth perception, kind of like it. So when you get Alzheimer's, you have a real hard time with depth perception. I don't know if you know that. That's a real common thing that those folks complain of. And it's like when you look at an elevator pad, it comes down at you like at an angle instead of being flat. It kind of is at an angle. Or if you are on like a black and white checkered floor, it actually, when you step onto the black, it actually feels like you're like gonna fall. And that's kind of what I experience. It's kind of scary. Monovision. So that's what Amanda's calling it. Okay. And I imagine that maybe his legs would be like this brownish, orangey, whatever corgi color. So this is my lightest color. And I'm putting that in there too. Yeah, it is no joke. I mean, I never quite understood it until I had to deal with it. And I was like, oh. But yeah, when I had my retina detachment years ago, that was less than fun too. At that time, they used to put the oil in your eye, and it was like you had like a bubble going back and forth until it dissolved. Oh my God. Trying to read and trying to drive like that. And they actually did let me drive because they said that it's legal to drive if you have, good vision or correction in at least one eye. So I was driving like, I feel like that's kind of how I'm coloring right now too. So, all right, so now we're going to the 97. Amanda says I'm getting texture, and by God, I have no idea if I've got texture. We are winging this right now. Because I have no idea what this is looking like. So since do corgis have like a white tip tail and then they're this color, or are they solid brown? I can't remember. If somebody can help me with that decision. I don't think I'm doing too bad for not being able to see. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of impressed with myself right now. Hey, I am of staying inside the lines. You're right. I mean, it's a flippin' miracle. Even though this E93 is like super pink, white tail button chest. Okay. I'm going to have this be my transition color. Okay. So I guess we're going to use that E97, which is our mid-tone color. And I went halfway up, and then we're going to stay white. So Justine is saying Corgi's can be any color of tan or black or gray. Oh, he's going to be this. All right, so now I'm going to use my warm grays. To be like transition colors. So down here in his little belly area, I'm giving him a little bit of a shadow, and around this flower and under the chin. Okay. And around the flower up here. Now where this stem is, there's going to definitely be a shadow. So I'm going in with the darkest color. And then I'm going to use this E1. So I have some good news to tell you guys. We are going to be sponsoring Craft Roulette for the month of June. So you'll be seeing different products from us maybe, and some advertisements and stuff. And then one of our design team members is actually going to be on one of those days, and I'll let her announce that when she's ready, if it's not already announced, but that's not my story. But so be on the lookout for some products in use on Craft Roulette. So did you see how I kind of left his eyes white? Should we, here, let's... So even though I used gray, it still makes him look white. And now I'm using this W0, and I'm kind of flicking that down into the orange, so there's a little bit of transition. So Justine just decided to tell you that she is going to be on Craft Roulette, and I believe it's the 26th. So be on the outlook for, I'm thinking probably some new release stuff by then. I don't know what she's got planned. But I did leave the eyes white. You could animate those more. You could do anything you want. I am going to take this W3. It's funny. I can see what I'm doing up on my TV better than I can with what's right in front of me. Gotta love a 58-inch screen instead of this 2-inch item. So that Paul, I did that brindle color. And then this one I did gray. Hey, Miss Christina, long time no talk. Christina and I hung up right before my live. So that kind of washed out a little bit, so I'm just adding a little bit more color in there. And we'll use that 9.5. So I took a class from Christina, was it 2 weekends ago? And we colored her corgis. So she was the inspiration for my little dog. Now this is definitely not a corgi, but it's my make-believe world. I can do whatever the heck I want. And that's just what I'm doing. If you don't like it, you don't like it. All right. So then I'm going to bring in YGO3, 17, and 67. And we're going to do the smallest little bit of real estate here. I've got best ever craft tape on my marker. I don't know. Anywho. Christina, what color was your dog's nose? You're a corgi. So I told the group that I don't have my glasses. Like I have 7 pair, and they're everywhere but right here. So if I even remotely stay in the lines, it's going to be a great day. Well, I didn't mean like your dog that we did during your retreat. I'm talking about your real dog. Was he a W7 and 4? So I was talking to Christina. Her and I, when we talk about color, we see things in Copic colors, and we legit like can be like, oh yeah, it's a B, blah blah. And yeah, so it's not uncommon for the two of us to kind of like when we're trying to just like talk about what something is, just to say, yeah, it's a W7 or it's a B69 or, you know, whatever. This is the W4. I really wish I had my glasses. Yeah, we are geeks. We are Copic geeks. For sure. And even though this color is going to be pretty close to that E93, I am going to use this R11 to give her some cheeks because, well, I think every cute little thing should have some cheeks. All right. And I'm going to grab a Y19 and a 15. I should have used that R11 while I had it out for the toes, but so that was the 15. So you guys, this morning, now this is first world problems, but I went and did a cold plunge, and then I did the infrared sauna again to get rid of some inflammation in my body. I was really bad, and I ate French fries like 2 days this week, and it was like getting to the point that it hurt to bend my fingers. So that really helps me when that happens. But I'm really starting to see some benefits of it. But I'm not gonna lie to you, it's really hard to get into 40-degree water. Like ridiculous. However, okay, so they changed the water yesterday. I'm gonna take a drink because my throat's getting dry. And this is lunch and chat. So y'all, can you see it? I went to Sonic, had myself a big old hamburger because Christina said it sounded better than a chicken sandwich. But anyway, so they changed the water yesterday. So overnight, the water hadn't come down all the way to temperature. So as I'm parking, my massage therapist, which is the one that owns this cold plunge thing, he says he's like walking across the street with a bag of ice. And I'm getting out of the car. So what is that for? He goes, oh, it's for your cold plunge. I'm like, please don't. Please. And he's like, no, you've got to get the benefit of it. I'm like, can we pretend that we don't need the benefit? So right before I got in, he dumped a bag of ice in my cold plunge. So I think it was colder than 40 degrees. And the fact that I woke up cold this morning didn't help, you know. But yeah, French fries. So it's really funny, you guys. Throughout the years of dealing with some of this stuff, I've noticed that certain foods cause certain reactions in my body. I can eat like a purple potato, a red potato, or a yellow potato and not have problems. But if I eat just like an everyday white, like a russet potato, like a baked potato, I pay the price for it. Like I can't open things, and it causes all kinds of havoc. It feels like I'm walking on pebbles and stones and stuff. It just really isn't fun. So I try to stay away from some of that stuff. It's kind of equivalent to people when they find out that they are alert, like that they have a gluten allergy. Like they always have to decide if it's worth it. And I guess the other day when I had French fries, it was worth it to me because I ate it, but I paid the price for it for 2 days. So this was R32, 35, and 37. Because I didn't want to go real bright with it. So yeah, so Christina's saying the same thing. So actually, my friend of mine who has a lot of inflammation and a lot of weird things, kind of like us, she has found that the nightshade families really cause her problems. Like anything that grows in the ground, like under the ground, she calls them the deadly nightshades, that cause her problems. So she was actually the one that kind of made me aware of the nightshades, and once I kind of figured it out, I kind of was able to decide like which ones I was allergic to. Thankfully, I'm not allergic to every one of them. Like I love a lot of like root type vegetables, or I don't know, are they vegetables? Whatever they are. So it would have really like killed me if I couldn't have eaten all of them. So anyway, white potatoes do it for me. All right, we're gonna put him aside. Now, you guys, I don't know if we're gonna use them or not, but these little chicks are so stinking cute. It doesn't matter if I go organic or not. It causes me the issues. I wish that I had the answer of just saying go organic. But I agree. I think they're better for you. Lisa, but yeah, I don't have that. I don't have that luxury, unfortunately. I have the luxury that I could grow them. And if you know, you're laughing right now. But I'm not going to say it. If you don't know, it's an inside joke about my garden. So Amanda says she's supposed to be doing yoga homework, which always cracks me up. I'm like, what does homework look like? But she's studying to become a yoga instructor. Or to get, I don't know if to be an instructor, but to be certified as an instructor. I think she just likes to go to school and learn new things. So I don't really know, like, how far she's going into it, but when she says she's homework, it cracks me up always. Do sweet potatoes cause you an issue? Nope, they've got so many antioxidants in them that they're fine. Anything that has like color to it, I can eat. So we are not going to go super crazy with, I don't know why we're doing these chicks. It's just part of the stamp set, and I just think they're cute. And I totally went out of the lines. Did you see that, you guys? Because I can't see. If I could see, like, we would be going wild on these chickens. We'd be making like the decorative chickens, and I think all the different colors. But yeah, we're not doing that. He's pooping the rainbow. That's right. Speaking of rainbows, what did you guys think of my rainbow card that I did as a sympathy card? Did you guys think that was kind of neato? Because I did. And it was funny. I thought I was going to get some blowback on it because of it being, kind of a religious whatever. And people went nuts on it. Like, I actually had people reach out and tell me about it. So it's kind of cool, like a messenger kind of thing. All right, so this is done. You loved it. Yay. All right, so we don't have a whole lot of real estate, to be very clear, because we're doing a landscape card. So we're going to probably be lobbing off some areas. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this thing down. And I'm going to do the top. And no, I have no real plan. No plan. No plan at all. We're just playing. If you, like, look at me. I already put it where it didn't belong. That's why I use glue. I feel like if you want a plan and you wanted me to teach you, so like if you really wanted that, I would teach a course, I would do all those things. But when I do these lives, it's just so that so that stencil is A Colorful Life. It's their cloud edger die or edger stencil, and I have 2 of them, and I love them. And I thought about making one similar, but sometimes why mess with something that's already done so well? And I think that there's room for every company out there under the sun. So I am just going to keep using what I love, period. So now we're going to use this guy. Okay. No, well, yeah. I'm thinking, okay, I want to, yeah, you know I'm going to pop it up. Let's just do her. Let's get her done. So yeah, well, I'm just like you guys. I mean, I know that having a company, you know, you're supposed to show all your stuff, but when somebody does something so stinking good, just give them the credit for it and just embrace it. Like, why even try to fix something that doesn't need to be fixed, you know? Like me trying to come out with a distress ink. Please. I wouldn't have, like, I would never do that. Because Tim Holtz did such a heck of a good job at it. Why would I even try to change it, you know? Or, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the things I love. I love a lot of things. Like, I know not everybody loves Copics, and there's such a debate out there if they're the best. And, you know, I know that there were some quality issues at one point. Blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. But honestly, they're the best. And even though everybody has tried to, you know, come up with an alternative because, well, I mean, everybody wants to come up with a cheaper version or one that's easier to get, you know, here in the United States and stuff, because for a while there, especially during COVID, it was really hard, but there just hasn't been one that's 100% like really passed the test yet. I mean, I think there are a few out there, but, you know, like Christina, she has a superhero paper, and it is stinking amazing, okay? It's amazing. And I have, I think, 1 pad of it. Probably want to get a second one. But why would I go out and try to mimic her paper when she knocked it out of the park? Like, why would you do that? Like, there's just no reason to. All right. So I want this to be like a tree. And so I'm trying to figure out where I want this to be. So it's not going to go all the way over. So it's going to kind of hang over the fence. Like a lazy day fence, okay? So actually, let's trim this down to size before I start adding all the things, okay? This piece of green is still hanging off the edge, so I'm going to wallop this off just a hair. And I'm going to take this down to, you guys know the dimension, 3 3/4. Amanda's asking me to zoom out. I don't know why she needs to see me cut this, but sure. Thank you. And we're going to take this down to 5. Because you know I like me a border. So now we know what the real estate's going to kind of look like. So I want this to only look like a tree hanging. So I'm going to cut that off right at that little scallop. Okay. Hey, Brian. Good to see you, buddy. Okay. I'm trying to make decisions on the fly. You know how this goes. And we're going to cut it off at this scallop. And I reserve the right to change my mind. Because it's my party and I can cry if I want to. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this one down flat. You did a really good job with it, Christina. She said she wanted something really different, and her stencil that she made with it was really cool. So, again, why would I even try to change it, you know? I wouldn't want to. I'm making my decisions as we go here. Right? I don't like, I shouldn't say I don't like, using a shears sometimes is not my friend, so I always use my trimmer so I get the straight edge. Now some of you that are like wizards at, you know, keeping things straight, by all means, you don't have to use this. So now the biggest question is do you want any more layers? I don't like that one. Look at me, this is the hardest decision I've made all day. I think I am going to extend that across the top. So I glued that all the way across because I didn't know where I was cutting it from. And Pam says she's back. She had to put her baby down. You guys, I totally whacked that. See, I shouldn't be allowed to use the scissors, especially if it's not long shears. So, let's just do it right. And where that one little spot's showing, we're gonna just fake it till we make it. We're gonna add some green to it and call it a day. Nobody even knows. Okay. So now we're going to take our cute little doggy dog. Yeah, me trying to cut without glasses and with the scissors is very, very scary, is what Lisa said. So in my mind, I really wanted that to kind of stop there, but it just seemed like there should just be a shady little lane that our cute little dog is going to sit at. So let's pop him up. I feel like maybe there needs to be a sunshine or something there. I don't know. I feel like it's missing something with the design element. And I don't even know where I have a sunshine die, like for me to go grab in a timely manner. Should you have sharp objects with no glasses? No, my friend, no, I shouldn't. Isn't he cute? He's cute. He's cute. He's cute, if you need to know. Okay, where are the little baby chicks? Okay. And I don't know why we needed chicks, but in my mind, we needed some chicks. So we're putting them down. So this little guy is looking to the right, so he's going to be on the left side. This guy's looking straight at us. And this little guy is going to be looking to the right, so he's going to go, he's on the right hand side. Isn't that cute? We need a sun. We need a sun so bad. I can't stand it. Like, that tree needed to either end there or a sun. Oh, it's killing me. Killing me, folks. Killing me. I'm going to find a sun. So where's the black? So I think, do we like it even on the black? Oh, we don't like that. I should say I don't. But I don't like it like that either. Dang it, I'm gonna have to find a sun. Y'all made me drag this out. How many suns does this person have? I know I have a million of them, but now that I need to find it, I won't be able to. Are y'all laughing now? Did you see me pick that up? It's like, huh. I really was not doing a sun in my mind. Okay, this section that it was supposed to be in, it's not. And we know it's not in with the critters. I see outdoors. I see birds. I see butterflies. Come on, y'all. I see Bethlehem. There's a certain sun that I know that I have that I want in this picture. And I don't know where he is. I mean, if you want hearts, if you want triangles, if you want a cockatoo, if you want a cardinal, if you want hillsides, if you want anything but what I want right this second, I've already put my hand on it. I would have thought Sunny Studios would have had it in there, but it's a tag set. Dang it! This is not where it's supposed to be. We're going to give this one more go round and then we're going to call it done because I don't know where it is. Or do I? Are you guys laughing? Because I'm sort of laughing at myself. Dig, baby, dig! I mean, I have an SVG for that. This is embarrassing. I mean, all of this stuff. Do I have two things of dies? No, those are stamps. This is embarrassing. That would have been cool to do as a stamp. Or as a, hold on, what is this? I've got moons and stars! Come on. It should be right here with, note to self, make a sun die. I'm very upset. I mean, we found the stars, we found the moons, we found the rainbows, we found the spiders. I found a tiger, if anybody wants a tiger. For the love of God, this is crazy. Okay, it should be right in here. I thought. Found a cruise ship. Pirate ship, a beer tap, French fries. I'm going to need some French fries and a beer tap after this. I found it. I went right past it the last time. Alright, not my favorite sun, but we're going to use it. And no comments. I always say the heart wants what the heart wants, am I right? And I wanted a sun. And I'm going to go ahead and cut out a cloud too, because you know I'm going to want one. I knew I had this. I've never used it, clearly. Is anybody else laughing? This is like craft roulette, is what Miss Nerdy is saying. All right. This is a professional job here, you guys. You know why I go live? It's so I don't have to plan anything out. So, just thought I'd tell you. So this is my mini maker. This company is no longer in business, but there's like the honeybees little one. There's all kinds of little ones out there. I think I just dropped a cloud. Yep, I did. Both clouds. Do you know what's really funny about this? I mean, other than the fact that you guys are seeing me sweating it and I'm not happy about it, is that I literally had my hand on the sun and clouds and I went right past it to start with. Like, we didn't have to go through that whole thing. Linda says, it's just fun crafting with friends. It is fun crafting with friends. And you know what? It makes you feel normal when you see that somebody else struggles with their craft room. I can't believe y'all can. I don't know if you can see my closet over there. I always have that door shut so you guys can't see my madness. Okay. Now that I've gone through all that crazy. Okay. So this sun, we are going to color. And we're going to start with Y11, if I can put my hand on it, now that we've been there, done that. Where did it go? Okay, we're going to do a Y13. I don't really care if it's Y11 or not. And I'm just getting this color down. This is our highlight color. Hey Linda, are there any paper Ganza seats left, or is it sold out? Christina, do you really? Really? So, you know, we were talking about, like, Lisa saying that a crafty weekend live. I'm really dying for some in-person fun. And, I'm kind of hoping at some point I can figure out how to get something locally together. Okay, that was the Y19. This is the Y15. Girl, I'm still coming to your house, just not on that weekend. I know I haven't told you that, and you haven't quite invited me, except for that weekend, but I'm still coming. I almost came down this weekend, but I knew that our friend was coming because she's moving, and I didn't want to intrude on that, but I would have loved to have seen her too. But I will call her and talk to her. I'm just taking out those harsh blend lines now. I'm always welcome in your home. You might want to rethink that. You never know I might just move in. Jake would have to put up with two of us crazy menopausal freaks. Oh yeah, see, that's cute. We needed that. We needed that. Guess what we're gonna do now? We are going to make our own colored paper. Let's do a BG 15. No, not 15. Not 32. Yeah, that's what I want. All right. Did she make you watch Murder, Death, Kill? And did you have to watch a lot of the clowns? So Christina and I have a mutual friend that's into Murder, Death, Kill, and she's very cool. Well, her job is cool. I'm not going to give away all that information because it's personal and all that stuff, but so I'm using my chisel end, that way I'm not like tearing up my brush nib, like on the edge of this, and I'm going fast just to get her done. She watched your weird stuff too. Well, that's good. That's what friends do. Did you guys see that I had yellow on my hands and it transferred off into this wet blue? Ah, stop it with the fingers. I wish I had some hand sanitizer. So hand sanitizer, if you didn't know, if you get alcohol ink on your hands, if you use some of that, it will it'll lock it in to your skin, so you won't transfer it onto your project. So I'm going to put that off to the side, and I am sure that I've got some yellow on here too, which is probably the biggest problem. I always tell everybody to put a piece of paper underneath what they're coloring, so that way they don't transfer the stuff onto their project. But you know how it goes. It's always do as I say, not as I do, and that's what we're doing. So I'm cutting this down because I'm popping her up. I haven't decided if I'm using those clouds or not, so that's why I haven't done anything with it. Okay. So I am going to glue this onto my card base. Getting my handy dandy frog out. Now I'm putting that layer down. Now this is going to be a side folding card. So tell me, how many lives have you ever been on where the person has to stop and go through every single die that they own because they changed their mind on what they wanted to do? I'm kind of embarrassed. I'm a little bit of a madman at times, and, well, I was today. Okay, now there's that sun. That sun looks so much better there. I am so glad that I decided to be crazy and go digging. So Amanda says she just adopted a frog and she needs a name for him. So I don't know if you guys know this, but when you adopt one of our pet presses, they come with an adoption form. So you actually get to, like, think Cabbage Patch Dolls. You actually get to name them. Oh my goodness, this is looking so stinking cute. Now, you know, I still need to put, I need to put a sentiment. I got so sidetracked on that stupid sun that I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. And I have myself flabbergasted because I made so many mistakes. It was stupid. I feel like I'm a monkey when I come on here. I really do. Well, I know it's realistic crafting, you're right. But it still makes me feel like I'm a monkey. Like I don't know what I'm doing. And like it really was not a planned... It was not planned to put it on that blue background. It wasn't planned to put a sun on there. In my head, I wasn't going to put that tree all the way across, but then I did, and then it looked dumb, and it just wasn't what I was looking for. Look at my hands, they're a mess. You think his name should be Fred? That's hysterical. Okay, I am going to clean my hands because they are filthy. Yes, it's just Dawn. Power wash. Saving the day. Wow, that sticky mat was sticky. I am going to dry this since it was pigment ink. This has been the most discombobulated live I think I've ever done in my life. So I'm lining that tea up with my plastic bar so it's straight. And then I'm kind of doing the same thing. I'm leaving a little bit of extra room going across there. And I think we're going to make it into a banner. So I think I want it just a hair shorter. Like I said, scissors and I without glasses are not friends. We are not friends. So to do that, I just kind of go down the center and go from corner to the point. Linda, did you answer my question? Do you know if there's any more paper Ganza seats left? I'm having a hankering to go. I didn't think I was going to want. It's not that I didn't want to go. I didn't think I didn't think I was going to be like having FOMO. I thought I could live. I'm having a hard time thinking about not being there. But I also don't want to sit by myself either. Justine, are you going to be there? Okay, what do you guys think now? Is it cute? Do we need to color the little fence a little bit gray, or is it good? I think we're gonna call it good because I think I've been a nightmare. All right, so I feel like our sun needs some bedazzlement. So these are Nuvo drops. You're bringing your mom? So I would get to meet the crafty mom too. I think it's the weekend before one of my shows, and I would really, like, I have back-to-back shows, and I think I would really be, like, pushing it with trying to get everything done, like getting inventory done, getting all that stuff. Mary said 2. I thought I heard it through the grapevine that somebody backed out the last minute. Not even sure where I heard that. And oh, is your mom coming to the Ark? Okay, you guys, look at this glue bottle. I don't know. I don't have that lid on right. All right, so let's get this done because I feel like a monkey hanging from a trapeze today. Like, I'm just all over the place. I think I'm learning that I should not plan stuff in the morning before I do a live. So these are the new daffodil confetti mixes. I wish I could go to the Ark with you guys. Not that I'm trying to like infringe upon your vacation, but I think I leave like the day that you come into town, because you know I've got a season pass to the Creation Museum and to the Ark, and I would love to have just walked around with you guys a little bit, and then I would have left you alone so you could have had your family time too. But I just love going to the I love going there, and I'm going to be very honest with you. I love witnessing people's first time there. It's just really special. One of these days, I'm going to get nerdy there. I don't think we have time. We're going to go to the Cincinnati Zoo this next time when she's here. Hey, Justine, send me a message. What is that date that you're coming in again? Because I'm thinking that maybe Nerdy will be here. So you might be able to meet her too. Yep, I saw that they thought they found the Ark in the news. I haven't read a whole lot about it. I have been staying off the news. Okay, you guys want to know what I've been watching on the news? Don't judge me. I don't want to hear it. I am a huge Chrisley knows best fan. Like, my husband and I would watch that show like in marathons. Whether they're guilty or not, I don't know. I don't want to get into all of that crap. But I have been enthralled with them being released, being pardoned. And so I have not been watching the news, but I have been on Instagram stalking Savannah so I could get to see mom and dad. And I know that right before I came on, they were doing a press release. So I will be like, as soon as we're done, I'm going to be rewinding that. I'm going to watch the press release. But other than that, I've been trying to stay off the news because I'm tired of being mad about stuff. I mean, and it's not even about who the president is or who the president isn't. It's just that there's just so much going on and it consumes me. But I want to know about the Chrisley, so I am going to go watch that. You listen to the Daughters podcast. Isn't Savannah? Did you watch the one the other day where she was wearing a yellow suit and she was interviewing the guy who lost his wife, like took care of her for 8 years, had cancer, and he was talking about losing his best friend and having to parent through it. I watched part 1 and part 2. I was bawling. Sean calls me, goes, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I don't know." But I was like crying. So, yeah. But I watched that. What do you guys think? Do you like the clouds mimicking a tree? I actually think it's really kind of cute. Because, I just wanted to show that we could use our cloud dyes and stuff for something different, But, yeah, I always make top folding cards, so that's why we've got this weird opening card. But this is my card, and I have to be very careful that I don't put my hands in the Nuvo drops because I usually get this a mess. And Lisa, I am going to have to check out to see what they found about the arc. I saw like a 10-second thing about that, and that was it. But this is my card. I think he's cute. I think it's different. All that stenciling I did of the clouds, I ended up hiding. It was kind of a waste of time, but you never know where a card is going to take you. It's kind of like a journey. So, and you can see some of the clouds like behind the fence and stuff, but it's just cute. Okay. They found it in Turkey. I'm going to have to do some Bible study, some history. But that might sound just about right. Like if you were like to look like through like theology in the biblical times, that might be accurate. So thanks for being my best friend, you cute little corgi. But that's what I've got for the day. Nothing too wild. So if you guys don't have anything else you want to talk about or do, I'm gonna clean up this mess behind me so I can make another one getting ready for shows. All right. See you, Justine. I called you Justin. Justine, Judy, Betsy, Christina, Lisa, Amanda. And then there's a few that look like Brian. Did I say Betsy? Betsy, thank you for coming. And for those of you that are just kind of in the background watching, hi, thank you. Consider liking, subscribing, coming hang out with me. Usually it's a little bit more organized, like I'm not digging through my closet trying to find the things. But this is real world crafting, like, you guys. The heart wants what the heart wants, and I wanted a son. All right, toodles. Bye.